We're talking about people connecting to who they are and getting the most out of it. And
Exactly.
for someone who is listening to us right now, who may be feeling stuck in their positions in their lives, what do you think? How would they feel the difference once they integrated what you're teaching by practicing your tools?
This program is based on 5 pillars. One is self-mastery. Second is the leadership mastery. Third is organizational mastery. Fourth is impact mastery. And the final is legacy mastery and career mastery. The whole universe is set up in such a way we can only flourish by lifting each other.
And what I also got from our communication is that it's not so much about the knowledge, but the connection to everything and everybody and to themselves primarily. This is where it all grows, where this is the foundation of all things, isn't it?
As humans, this is one of the things we want to rise, we want to expand, we want to become bigger, we want the next best thing, we want to have, this is a natural instinct, right? They had no knowledge about what Butler does, but they felt that they are epitome of service. Then I decided to take them on as an experiment who has no hospitality education. 3 months they worked with me. 8 months down the line, he is now working in line with people who has gone through 3 years of hospitality management. So why I say this to you is knowledge is not important. What is important is that passion, that skill, that longing, tuning into your subconscious. And I'm here to transit hundreds of people, thousands of people during this lifetime before I die. How am I going to do that?
As I was listening to you, actually it gave me goosebumps at some points. Would you share with us maybe one little piece that is powerful enough to actually help people to shift here and now?
For example, they're running a department, and when they're running a department, they are having some staff. They can do this audit also with the staff. What I'm going to say now, they can also do this audit with staff, and they can easily pinpoint where is the problem, and they can address the problem then and there. Hello, Ella.
Hi,
It's an
Prem.
absolute pleasure to see you, and you bring joy every time we meet, Ella.
Yes, Prem. Very nice, and I'm actually honored for you accepting my invitation for this conversation, because what I've seen through our previous communication, that you've been such a prominent figure in the luxury hospitality industry, and you came up with something unique and something really valuable to the people in general and specifically in this industry. So that's why I thought it will be a big miss to actually not to give you that space to talk about what you've created. Primarily, I would like to, for people who don't know you, Prem Annand, to introduce yourself and tell me, please, tell us all about who you are, about your background. I know you done a lot of interesting, you got an incredible background working with the high status individuals, people in very high positions. You've got extensive experience in running real estate, very luxurious hotels and things like that. So tell us a little bit, corporate programs as well you've done. So tell us, first of all, who you are, your background, and then I would like us to move into what an incredible value you're now about to bring to this world.
Ella, thank you for this opportunity. And I started at the age of 17 actually, at the age of 17 in a hotel in India. These hotel groups are called Taj Group of hotels. As an apprentice steward, I underwent the training for a few years, and I stayed on, and then I went to move ahead in the hotel for about 7 years. I came up to the position of assistant manager when I realized all along my dream was to go to other countries, explore other areas, not only in terms of seeing the landscapes, but also to feel the other people of the countries, the other culture, how they live, what they believe in. Are they living in the same style? Is it something what we all wanted is the same thing, or they wanted something different, and so on. So this curiosity and this exploration has brought me into an opportunity of joining a cruise ship company, a British cruise ship company called P&O Cruises at the time. And I took up position as an assistant waiter. From being an assistant manager, I moved into an assistant waiter because that's the only thing which was available. But I took the leap because I believed in myself, and quickly the company felt the potential in me, and I was blessed with an opportunity to become the first butler of this very old company called P&O Cruises. And that opportunity has further led on for me to move to UK and start working as a butler, household manager, and an estate manager further on. So up to here, it has always I've always felt that serving other people and creating experiences brings joy to me. So when I was at the juncture of when I was in UK back, I was offered an opportunity to start into hotels, but I went for private service because I felt more joyful there. And because I felt more joyful and because I did that, it brought me more money and more satisfaction, more fulfillment. So I pursued that for a few years, and after that I started London Butler Academy, because while I was at it, I was given an opportunity by the London agencies to train butlers, household managers in the weekends. So on my off days, I did this job. I created programs for these agencies, and so that gave me a chance to explore what is it to teach, what is it to share my wisdom and the thoughts which I developed through my service. Again, that gave me a joy to see people resonate who have been in industry for 15 years. A couple, for example, Agnello and Lucy, they came up and said, Prem, had we known this when we started our lives 15 years ago in the household, our lives would have been so much different. In that time, they were working in Germany, in Munich, in some private household. So all these sort of exchange of these conversations made me to see that I can really take this to the world, to share it with the world. While I was at London Butler Academy, training butlers in hotels, palaces, and households, I felt that I wanted to, what I have, I'm giving, I'm happy, the results are coming. I can see the results among these people, but this is limited. And I have to keep on chasing the contractors, chasing my contracts and things like that. But it is limited. So at one point, I feel what I have, what can be given to the whole world. And in doing so, everybody can make it work for them in their own lives. It doesn't have to be only this hotel, 15 people, only this palace, 28 candidates who are attending the events, who are doing the the king's table. What I have, everybody can use. So how am I going to make this happen? That is the point when I decided the only way I can make this happen is to bring it to the whole world and give it in a way that it can be reached. And that is the point when I started to create Service Leader Accelerator program. And this is a 10-week program. I have taken the essence from the people whom I've seen how they become successful. what has made them to be who they are, what has brought them wealth, what has brought them impact with their employers, with their establishment, and brewed them into a 10 module program, 10-week program, and given it now, brought it now. Any service industry, anybody who serves others, who is in the order of serving, can make use of this, and this will give them a big leap from just executing things. So what can this do to them is, now what is service? Like Amazon is giving a delivery service, and maybe there is an organization which sells you products, or maybe there is an organization which sells you the service as a service, like for example housekeeping services, for example monitoring the house, like security services and so on. All these people are in the position of delivering, executing certain activity, a task or an assignment. This program, if you are really, if you wanted to scale, if you wanted to thrive, if you wanted to flourish in service, it takes you to the next level where you become creator rather than only who is a server, who is only delivering. The creator comes when you start to think, how can I make this better? How can I make their life better? And how can I make this experience work in a way that they wanted this to work? So when you think in those aspects, it shifts you from an executor to a creator. As soon as you become a creator, there is no limits. You are operating from the awareness status. When you enter into an awareness status, it opens up a huge whole world where you keep on creating, where you keep on creating, where you keep on giving. And that will bring you results, will bring them results for the person who is experiencing. So it becomes a win-win situation for the giver and for the receiver. And when you are in that position, then there is no limits. And this is what this program will do for anybody.
Wonderfully put, Prem. And thank you so much for telling us beautifully about your journey and to the moment of this realization that the industry and the world and the people need something like that. And it's all been kind of lived through with your own immersion of this in this whole process, and that's amazing. So you created that leadership program, that
Yes,
leadership accelerating program, which is, what I can see, is designed to expand people from the inside so they
exactly.
can become bigger than just serving. Well,
Yes,
serving is already as a big thing. However, we're talking about people connecting to who they are and getting the most out of it,
exactly.
most out of themselves. And
Exactly.
for someone who is listening to us right now, who may be feeling stuck in their positions in their lives, wherever they are, maybe they feel a bit in chaos. What do you think, how would they feel the difference once they integrated what you're teaching by practicing your tools? How it can enhance their life, how it can help them to accelerate and to upgrade them in every way?
Yeah. That's a wonderful question, Ella, because a lot of us are in this situation. We sometime or the other, we've been there, right? So, in all of our lives, there are three major aspects. One is ourselves, who we are. What do we identify ourselves with? That's number one. You identify yourself with somebody who is the best in the game, so be it, you can be. Or somebody who just want to move this to here, so be it. So where do you identify yourself? Are you identifying yourself as a champion? Are you identifying yourself as somebody who can get it going? Or are you identifying yourself as somebody who wants to learn how to get it going? Whatever it is, right? That is one, self-awareness. And the second is, you are aware of who you are or you are not aware of who you are, it's okay. But then your relationship with the environment, like the tree, like the garden, like the environment around you, which includes the people around you, the relationships. So the self, the relationship with people, the relationship with other things around you. Number two. And the third one is, what do you do? What is your vocation? And what do you do on your free times? What do you do as a main job, right? What do you do? So these are the three areas which determines our life, everybody's life. Everybody's life problems, if you look at, it will be based on only these three things. And when I talk about you yourself, it is not only mental you, healthy you also, right? Health wise and internal wise. Your thought process, your psychology, all these things put together. So only these three things. So what this program, I've done this program is based on 5 pillars. This program is based on 5 pillars. One is self-mastery, your personal mastery, self-mastery. Second is the leadership mastery, how you could become a leader, how the managers or whatever you're doing, you become a leader. Third is organizational mastery. How do you organize your life, your time, your relationships, right? Fourth is impact mastery. However you are going to organize, that's going to create impacts. We are now living in experiential economy. We have moved from product selling, we moved from product growing, farming, then it went to selling, which is the service. Then it came to, now we are in experiential economy. People are more interested in how you make them feel during that interaction, to buying interaction, taking a train interaction, travel interaction. When I'm interacting with your service, Ella, you are offering such a wonderful service to people. How you make them feel will decide them how long they will stay with you, right? So that is impact mastery. And the final is legacy mastery and career mastery. At the end of the day, we are also doing things to leave a legacy, right? Legacy mastery and career mastery. That's the fifth one. The fifth one is more into when you can look after the 4 masteries already automatically by default, the fifth one will come together. You will be in a position, you will move into a creator position to have your legacy and to create your career. So the fifth one is not a, fifth one is a consequence of the four masteries. So this program is based on these 4 levels, five levels, but more majorly 4 levels, right? And in these 4 levels also they get the skills they need to go out and get it going, which is also include the organization mastery and all these things. So it's a very compact program. It will set you into your life to get what you want by serving people, because the whole universe is set up in such a way we can only flourish by lifting each other. So the central trunk in which my whole program, the tree is grown into branches and leaves, is like how you can make a purpose, a meaningful life out of your life, and getting this out through these 4 or 5 pillars which I'm going to give you, a clear formula, a clarity in your head, which you can execute in 10 weeks, which I'm going to be with you even after that for 6 months. I am really making this work for you. Only thing you need to have is the will and the ability and the wish to serve others. As long as you bring this one ingredient, I'm going to show you how you can make this one ingredient bring you all that you want for life through this program. This is what is going to happen. So as you asked, that if somebody who does not have a clarity, come here and you can go through this. It will give you answers for everything.
Right, right. And you said something really powerful there. I really like your metaphor of the trunk of the tree, that
Yeah.
you're 4 pillars, well, really five, and with all the branches out. And there is only one ingredient that people got to bring into this community, into this collaboration
Program.
with
When they come to
humans.
this program,
Yeah,
yeah, they have to just bring one thing: their aspiration to serve others. I like to serve others. How can I make this work for me?
right. So people, let's say some people who are listening to us are already, we assume that majority of some of them are already in this flow. Okay, and what I also got from our communication is that it's not so much about the knowledge, but the connection to
Yeah.
everything and everybody and to themselves primarily. This is where it all grows, and where this
Yes.
is the foundation of all things, isn't it? And even though people do their tasks, and they do it very well, you are bringing that touch, that connection, that pulse they can tap into
Yes.
to actually going and to become seen as well.
Yes.
Because what you said before as well, that people could be incredible professionals and incredible in what they're doing, serving others. However, a lot of the times they feel unseen, and
Yes.
as a result, they become unseen. So by going through this curriculum, this program, this 10 weeks, leader accelerating
Yeah. Program. Yeah.
program,
Service Leader Accelerator program. Yeah.
they gonna become the masters of that, of those aspects that you
Yes.
mentioned, you know,
Yes.
and by doing that, they're gonna be seen to their in their environment wherever they are right now. They're gonna be seen to the world, and as a result, they actually gonna get this new confidence in themselves,
Exactly.
moving to a next level. So, can you, for example, give us a live example, maybe about someone you already been working with, or someone imaginary, let's say, figure,
Yes.
your that idea, well, that person that you have in mind, and how you can actually help them to find that power, that connection, that pulse, and this vibration to everything and themselves, that power within themselves, to get to another level. Let's just imagine that there is this person who listening to us. Can you just get us through the whole process? Let's say this
Yes.
person already in the serving, they love what they're doing, they have desire to serve, they have pleasure, they derive the pleasure in what they're doing, yet they feel that's not it. They want to expand, they want to become bigger, they want to, whatever, they want to realize their dream potential. So let's
Yes.
just go through this a little bit.
Yes. I mean, it's a very deep question which you asked, Yala, and it's fantastic. Um, I can connect my own life example, or I can connect with somebody whom I just a few months ago, I have brought them into a stage where they've never anticipated. 1 year ago, they would never have dreamed to be there, but they are there now, right? Uh, So for the purposes of this example, we will go with somebody whom I brought, not my own example. This particular person was an engineer, but this person felt that, as you said, that they had a feeling inside them, exact character like what you said, inside them, they want to serve, but the engineering is not working for them. They have a joy in doing things for other people. So what they did was to leave engineering, and they took up some small position with an airline in India. They were there, and that time they came across my profile on LinkedIn. So they reached out to me on LinkedIn, and we were keeping in touch. But at one point they said that they want one of the workshops. They attended one of my workshops, and during one of the workshops they said they wanted some time, and I said okay, and I gave them a special time for them. They came on that. Why, when I realized that they really would love to serve people, but now they are making small amount of money by being a customer agent in some airline, but they are bored. This is not making them to, as you rightly said, inside they have so much to give, because as humans we are we as humans, this is one of the things. We want to rise, we want to expand, we want to become bigger, we want the next best thing, we want to have, this is a natural instinct, right? So that natural instinct, like this person had. So when he, though I had a really talk with them, and then they really also knew exactly where they wanted to go. They wanted to go in being a butler, because that's where they felt that this is their calling. This is something where they can excel. They had no knowledge about what butler does, but they felt that they are epitome of service, right? So, okay, then I decided to take them on as an experiment, who has no hospitality education. And 3 months they worked with me. The plan was, in 1 year, I can get them a job. Within a year, I can get them. First, I'll move them into a level where they will move into 5-star level, where they will get some on experience, because this was online. If they are with me, and like in London, I did a Hungarian guy, somebody whom I brought them up. They were with me. Within weeks, I could give the transformation. But this guy is in Hyderabad in India, right? So we had this challenge, but we worked together. In 3 months, he was okay. But I told him, after 6 weeks, you apply for jobs. Don't wait for 3 months. In 6 weeks, you are already saying you finished the course with me and I have trained you. Put this out and you will apply for jobs which you aspire for. In 6 weeks, he started applying, exactly as I said. Of course, in applying also, I sit with him to go through his CV and how to position all these things, right? And then I think about 5 months, 3 months, he finished the course. 2 months after, he got a invite for an interview. He got selected. He joined that place, 5-star hotel, as a butler. But this was not the exact space where we want him to be, but it's a decent 5-star hotel. 8 months down the line, 7 months down, 8 months down the line, he got another opportunity from where we aspired to be. A leading hotels of the world group hotels has invited him for an interview, where he interviewed. He got the job. He is now working in line with people who has gone through 3 years of hospitality management as a hospitality management trainee and a senior butler already in that property in India. So why I say this to you is, as you rightly said, knowledge is not important. What is important is that passion, that skill, that longing, tuning into your subconscious what it longs for, and making a meaning out of what you want out of your life. For him, the meaning was to serve other people. And he could realize, connect to it, and he could get it going through people like me. I'm just an instrument. I'm just here to facilitate the transition. And I'm here to transit hundreds of people, thousands of people during this lifetime before I die. How am I going to do that? Through this program.
Got you. So that was, I understand, that was a really powerful point, working with that particular person that actually made you realize how you can amplify it and give it to more people and helping more people to transform, isn't it?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So if somebody who is not has an experience, but only has a desire and aspiration, can be transported into somewhere where they don't have to learn 3 years education, they don't have to undergo that expense, they don't have to undergo this, and put them into that platform. How this is possible might be the next question. Is in everything, whatever is around us, Ella, there is a nuance. There is a nuance how the earth is going around the sun, what is the energy pulling, how a tree grows. There are 4 things which is needed for a tree to grow. There is a nuance in relationship. A business relationship, there is a nuance. A personal relationship, there is a nuance. In partnership, there is a nuance. If you can get to that nuance, from there, when you start, you can master everything else easily.
Right,
So I
right.
am going to share this nuance with you to get it going for you. That is, as
Wonderful.
a coach, as a person who has made a success out of my life, and I know the nuance. You put me in any situation, I'll go and make it success, because in this particular serving environment, because I have grasped that nuance. And to this person, I've shared that nuance to them. And that's
Got you.
what happens when you have a mentor. When people like you got your wonderful clients, high net worth clients, how are you making that happen for them? Because you know the nuance and you're working on that with giving solutions for these people, right? So that is what we master. And our fragments can be given to everybody. So we are all fragments of something huge. We are all extensions of something huge. We are not completely different people. We are all extensions of each other,
Of course, of course. Yes,
right?
we
So
all
this is
connected in this way, of
what I'm
course.
sharing here is that what I have got, I'm going to give to thousands of people. Take it and run. Make your life. And that's
Yes,
what I have experimented with the guy who's never been in this industry, who only had a wish to bring them up and put them up. And I have done this for many people in UK. Now I have formally created a program to do this, and that's what is the Service Leader Accelerator program. Before it used to be informal, just go and get it done, get it done, get it done. Now it's a proper, there is a methodology, there is a clear timeline, and there is a clear offer to the market.
so, as I can see it, you brought together all your experience and all your own manifestation of that knowledge, of that nuance. So you
Yes,
became a living testament
yes,
to that embodiment of that
yes,
nuance that you actually grasped.
yes.
And this is very powerful reframe. And as I was listening to you, actually, it gave me goosebumps at some points.
Mm.
This is how much it resonates, and I'm sure people who listen to us also could feel that. That the moment you stop just performing the service, and start embodying that something bigger in you, this is where
Yeah,
the shift happens. And what
exactly.
I just crossed my mind as well, Pram, that it could benefit people from people in a quite wide range. Maybe people who already in the service,
Yes,
maybe they're thinking to actually go to another type of service, and they can bring them that age and accelerating power to get to where they want to be very quickly.
absolutely.
Also, it can benefit people who already they know this is there in their environment, they love it, yet they want to expand immensely. And also maybe people who are thinking like that engineer that you talked about, who felt that, he was bored inside, he felt that he was not fulfilling his mission in life, he was
Yes,
not living that expanded version of himself that
yes,
he knew, he felt that it was there, yet he did not know how to get to that level. And you
yes,
provided that how to say, the jumping point
yes.
uh, to missile him into the space. So that is very powerful. And Prem, what I want you to share, if you don't mind, of course, people who are all listening to us, right? And maybe they want to get a taste of what you do, to feel that power of what you offering, that value. Would you share with us, well, with me and everybody else, maybe one little piece that is powerful enough to actually help people to shift here and now,
Yeah,
that it can help them to shift their energy right in this moment as they try
yeah,
it out?
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Um, Ella, in let us take a simple thing. Let's not go complicated. Let's take a simple thing. For an example, you want to wake up and go for a run. Yeah. Lot of people have this resolution. If New Year is coming now, they will all have this resolution. Every day I want to go for a run. Okay. Now, this is an example of any, this is the, what I'm going to say now can be applied to anything. And this also can be like, for example, people who are listening to this and they are supervisors or a managers, and they wanted to see why something is not happening, what they wanted to happen in a way that they wanted to happen within themselves or within others. For example, they're running a department, and when they're running a department, they are having some staff. They can do this audit also with the staff. What I'm going to say now, they can also do this audit with staff, and they can easily pinpoint where is the problem, and they can address the problem then and there, right? Now, coming back to our running example, now you put the alarm and you woken up 5 o'clock, right? Now, the next thing what is going to happen is in all of us, what is going to happen is some people will put the alarm, jump from the bed, get the sneakers put on, go to the toilet, get the sneakers put on, and go out. This is very, very 1%, less than 1% of people. 99% of people are the ones who, I still feel so tired. 10 minutes, maybe I'll cut down on 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, the alarm, 10 minutes, I'll just a bit longer, and then I'm going to run. The 10 minutes, when they look at the clock again, it becomes 30 minutes. Now, this 30 minutes is gone. They know, because they cannot keep up with the, now they have to go to work, they have to do a lot of other things. Among the running program of 40 minutes, they lost 30 minutes. Today they cannot run. This is the 99% of people's position. So why this happens, this is, there is an inner voice. This inner voice runs your life. This inner voice tells people he is a nice man. I don't want any of this from this. This guy, no. This is keeps on working on you, right? So people don't realize how powerful that inner voice is. This is what I call as philosophy, an idea, what you say to yourself. Now, every morning I wake up, I say to myself, I want to be the best version of Prem. If I go into something and I'm stuck somewhere, I'm thinking, how will a best version of Prem will act on this? Or if you have some sort of a model, like say you like Muhammad Ali, you like Bruce Lee or somebody. So in this point, how will this person will act? Like identifying yourself. So based on that, you can create your philosophy or ideas. Now, when you want to wake up, you want to think, how will Usain Bolt make a decision? Will he go back 10 minutes to sleep? No, no. So the number one thing is the philosophy, the idea, the inner voice. Whatever you are saying to yourself, that becomes your philosophy of life. That is P. The next one is, once you ascertain your philosophy, then you put the energy. The guy who is jumping, he put that energy. He jumped, put on the shoes, and out of the door. 5 minutes out of the door, right? So that energy is what decides everything and anything. The sluggishness, the spirit. You ask people to see, once it happened in the classroom, I asked people to raise their hands. Some people are raising like this, some people like this, some people like this. If you ask the children who are 5, 6 years old, ask them to raise their hands, they're all. Why? Because your ears have conditioned your mind not to participate fully. You don't put that energy fully, 100%. You're not committing to it. Do you commit to it 100%? Are you there fully present? This is what I call as presence. Yeah.
Got you.
Energy.
Got you. Got
So
you.
idea, then the energy. Only these two things you have to monitor, because these are the only two things you are going to put in your life, in everything and anything. Based on this, you either do the action or inaction. So philosophy, energy, action. PEA. Right? You put in the action because you are going to be fully present. You are going to give fully for the action, whatever activity you are going to do. Right? And then when you put in the action, you are reflecting. Is it working? Is it not working? What changes I have to do? What do I have to learn? I'm here, but I'm not getting the result. So you are reflecting, and this reflection will give you the result. So R, PEAR. Then you got the result. One day I got the result, I leave it. That's it, finished. Is one side, one way of taking it. The other way is, I can keep repeating this in every activity, in every part of my life, or in the same activity, whatever I'm doing, if it's my work, how long I can last, sustain, how long consistently I keep on going, which is the longevity. This will decide the whole life for you. So this is the basic framework called Pearl framework, PEARL, Pearl framework. For the people who are in supervisory position, manager position, what they need to do is to go back and see, is my idea correct? Whatever I'm thinking, whatever that person is thinking, if they're supervising somebody and if this guy is not performing, they want to check, they want to help this person, right? So if they want to help this person, go and check this PER, where is his problem? What is he saying to himself? One, is he putting that energy? Two things. Then what is the activity he's doing? So when you go and check this one point after point, then you will know where the issue is, and then you can address this. So basically, this is one of my framework in the beginning programs, personal mastery program. In the personal mastery, there is a ritual for you to do every day when you come there. And then there is we work on your becoming. See, the main program, the whole program is about not for you to gain anything, for you to align with who you are and get the best out of who you are.
Right. That's very deep and very profound.
Yeah.
And this is the I can resonate because it's like what you're talking about is the core of any application of our potential, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So to align with who you are, I take step by step by step. And then you will know by the second module, you will know who you are, what you can do, how you can get things right. And from the third module onwards, it's only the skill sets. It's only how to go about in the market. I'm giving you the tactics to get the best out of what you got now.
Perfect.
Take this out, use this. You have a challenging atmosphere, you use this framework. You want to pitch in for to sell yourself, use this framework. Yeah. So within 2 modules, you will be ready to go out into the world. You will be a different person. You will be it's not a different person. You will be the real person who can make it work for you. Third,
Right.
fourth, fifth module is more to do with, fifth module is just to reflect of the 4 modules what you gained. You will be in a position to get what you want. I'm going to set you up in that levels in the 5th module, that you whatever you wanted, you will have that clarity. You will know which area has got lot of fish, and if this area has got a lot of fish, you can know without looking into under the, you don't have to go under the sea to look where the fish is. You will have a feeling and how to attract this fish. I'll bring you to that level after 4 modules. You will be in there. 5th module is just to ascertain. We put it in a framework. Take this framework for you. Take this framework for you. Take this framework for you. Go out and get it for you. And then I'm also giving for 4 months support to make sure that you are in a position to execute whatever you learned and it's working. And then there is a community for you to continue if you want to continue. In that community, there will be people to help each other. And we are also going to bring in companies who can identify our people. Ella, at the end of the day, I wanted this program, whoever finished this program, the companies will recognize after 1 year. Whoever has undergone this program, we want these people. So I will position this program in such a way that the companies will say, if you've gone through this program, immediately you have a space here.
Of course.
So this is how I would like to position this, and this is what they will get out of this program, to answer your question.
Wow. To be honest, and now I was just listening to it and I thought, I really want to do it. I've really been sold, to be honest.
Thank
That's
you.
very true. I think it's like at one point it clicked to me, wow, this is like I can benefit from that myself, you know?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank
And
you. Thank you,
Prem,
Anand.
no, honestly, I'm saying that it did come to me, cross my mind. Wow, I was just we have been having this discussion so we can
Yeah.
show the value to the world, and I said, oh, wow, I would like to have that value too.
Just for you to know, this program will be on the market at 2997, but I am now, for the first 100 people, giving it for no, just 997. It's a
Right.
no-brainer money to transform their lives. 997 francs, I'm just giving it for the first
Wow.
100 people. Because I consider, if you want to get what you want, you need to have that courage. that commitment. If you have a commitment to yourself, then I should reward that, right?
For sure, no, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And we're
That
still
that's the reward.
coming
You
up.
will get $2,000, 2,000 francs out of the program, out, just because you have the guts, you have the reasoning. That's just because you are going to make the decision. And I love these people because they will be very quick in getting what they wanted also.
Of course, because if someone got already committed and got the courage, you know that these people already halfway through to
Yeah,
where they want to be.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
then it's everything is a matter of practice and put
Yeah,
everything into life, isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah.
And it's going to be actually even easier for you to work with those people because they are already there, in their mind.
Exactly.
All they need is to
Exactly.
get the correct framework to accelerate them to that point.
Absolutely. Ella, one thing, one most important thing to take away, even from they don't take away anything from this conversation between us. There's only one thing: is life will reward people who have the clarity.
I can't agree more with you. I can't agree more. And by the way, thinking about it, we're still in pre-launch of your program. I mean, and we're
Yeah.
talking about like one third of how much is gonna be. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I can see that the value, even the full price, is probably understatement of
Yes, it
what
is. It is.
it's
But
capable to
again,
be.
Ella, I don't know if I discussed this with you or not. See, my ultimate goal is through this. I'm going to serve the children of the world. See, I'm going
Oh
to
yes,
create a foundation. When we hit we are going to put away money anyway. Whatever they are paying, not only towards the course and towards us, towards the company. The company main aim of the company is to help children around the world, which means I grew up in three countries, right? One is I was born in India, then I came and lived in UK. I'm a British citizen, now living in Switzerland. So I would love the children of these three countries being supported and helped.
and I
So
would
the
imagine
whole
that.
money what we are going to make, most of the money is going to go to that foundation. So if
And
I have to give something good to the world, I have to be good to the world, right? And this 3,000 is, as you said, a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer because similar academic programs in the market is costing anywhere between 6 to 15K. But
right.
they don't have the third dimension which I bring to this program. And only the third dimension had made to become successful in this arena, my life. That is the nuance which I said. The nuance also I am discussing now openly is that third dimension. Skill, knowledge, all has limitations. But when you move into the awareness status, then there is no limitations, right? So all these programs which is out there are only based on skills and knowledge. Two dimension. I am bringing the third dimension into the program, which made me a success and which makes other hundreds of people a success. All these people who are successful, Jeff Bezos, um, Steve Jobs. If you look at all these people, their education has not brought them success. The tuning into this nuance has brought them success, right? If you wanted to be there, then you need this. How to get there? I'm going to share with you. This education is nowhere given in any, because I have done a huge research before I set out this program. And because I've been in management positions, I've been in director positions, I know what I used in my job, in my work. And I referred this to my education, which I had. I've done my hospitality management. I've been to Butler School. And I have now checked the curriculum of EHL. I've checked the curriculum of Forbes. I've checked the curriculum of all these programs before I went in to set up the program. And this program is special because of this third dimension which they will get.
And Prem, to be honest, I couldn't restrain myself to jump in and interject when you've been speaking about that the charitable part of that program,
Yeah.
and this is not only you looking to benefit and benefit the world, and actually you looking to benefit the future generations.
Yeah.
And tell me, please, are you thinking to also provide the children that you thinking to provide with all those resources, also with educational resources to give them a better start that majority of us had?
Yes. Yes, it could be because by meaning support is what I'm saying is I want to generate revenues, and through that revenues we are going to support foundations which are already doing this, and those foundations are already giving educations, providing places, providing whatever the children wants. And if there is a way that I can personally be involved in providing, also I'm open and happy to do that. But for now, I am using this platform of this courses selling to generate revenues, to bring it to the revenues will do the good things which I wanted to do. But if there are people whom I have helped without taking any money also. There are a lot of people out there, but that's okay, So, but I have to make it very tangible. I have to make it very productive. Make it in the version of, for example, these young people has to have number one thing in the world is you need to come to a place, Ella, to pay the price for what you get. Everything has a price, right? So if I go out and give this education free, it's not working. I've tried that. When they feel there is a motivation that I have to, for example, this guy, Hyderabad guy, whom I just mentioned to you, he paid. He paid far more that he can afford to come into to do this course with me. One on one, I did a coaching for him, which is a very small money what I charged. But I did say to him, you got to pay this because that is the way you can commit, right?
Of
And
course.
once he is committed, he is turning up every day to the class. He is there because he has stretched himself so much to pay me that small amount of money, which is for me small, but for him it's a large, it's a big amount of money, which I understand. And when I seen that commitment in your growth, I'm there all out for you.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So similarly, the energy is in moving things. I need to take the money from them. I need to give the money here, which means I move. When I move this, I'm going to set up company where I grow many people. I'm at the moment, there are 6 people working for me. I'm paying them, right? So how can I pay them? So I have to generate money. So this is the ecosystem. This is the moving this energy makes it work. And then I generate millions of money and give it to these organizations. That organizations pays a lot of people. Those peoples are looked after. So it is a cycle set up. And this is how the universe operates. And we have to understand this. We have to appreciate this. We not only appreciate gaining money, we appreciate giving money also. I appreciate that if I have to give money to pay to somebody, I'm happy to do it. I'm happily giving them the money. I'm happy to be in the position to give them the money.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Prem, really, really appreciative of your time and those valuable, profound insights. I have just a couple of questions
Yeah.
to round it off and to actually to launch it forward. So even though within our conversation you give so much of understanding of your own personal position, what it means for you, and it was amazing to do it in the context. Now I would like to laser focus it and ask you one thing. If you put it in one or couple of words, what does it mean to you personally to serve with the presence?
You being available completely, absolutely, for that cause, for that moment. That moment is the moment dedicated for that activity, for that cause, is what serving with presence means. When you are fully available, then you are in your creator mode. When you are in your creator mode, you can get what you want, you can attract what you want. It will come to you. So serving with presence means absolutely being available for that cause without any um, unconditionally, without any intervention. That 100% being available is what is serving with presence. If you want an analogy, when you see a champion player on the football ground, the player is not thinking about his wife, thinking about his family problems, thinking about the trophy, is not even thinking about anything. That moment is only matter is to take that ball, dribble it, and how skillfully take it to the goalpost. There is no other thought. If there is other thoughts intervening, he can't get that going. So the whole skill cannot be applied there to get it to where he wanted to take it.
Got you.
The moment you are in that full alignment, full complete availability for that thing, then you are in a absolutely a different status.
Wonderfully put, and full presence and full availability in
Yeah,
that moment.
yeah.
Wow.
Being there in that moment, only for that moment. You're not thinking how much money you're going to get, you're going to sell the product or not. You don't think about the result. See, the results are just a consequences of what you are doing, how much you put here.
Right, right.
That
Amazing.
is why when you go into a creator state, you can keep on creating the result. Forget about going to the result. No, you are creating the result what you want. Move yourself from being a receiver to being a doer, giver,
Yeah.
enabler.
Yeah. Well, I guess it goes both way because both things are already integrated, and
Yeah,
your full availability and full presence
yeah,
in that moment, isn't it?
yeah,
Wow. And I guess the creation becomes the purpose of this whole thing. Because what
yeah.
could be more fulfilling than enjoying your creative power?
Exactly. And before we finish off, Ella, I would like to say one thing. Current time, which we are here now, who is going to be successful is only the creators.
Of course.
Thus, if you now take, just close your eyes and think about the top 10 people now you admire, you follow on LinkedIn or social media or even your own company or your own person whom you look up to, they will have what I just say now, because at the cosmos has a time span, as some sort of a power in the now we are living in. This is why I myself has come out with this program. I've created something because this is going to be helpful. This is going to be so. if you have to shift there, only when you shift there, you will make big money, big in this particular economy, in this particular point of time,
Right.
right? So I'm giving you the way how for you to get in your own way. I'm showing you through this program. And my program is also to bring it everything together and finish it off. My program is my creation. And I understand we are in a creative economy now. And only creators can thrive.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. What I can feel, Pram, is that you've already tapped into this next stage of evolution, of the human evolution and the earth evolution, and you already there, and I can see that you're opening the way to that new stage for
Yes.
a lot of people.
Yes.
And I've got one more little question for you.
Yeah, go on.
And I guess we're already like due to finish to round it off. And tell me, if the next decade of service leadership was shaped by presence, by full availability, by empathy and humanity, what would that world be looking like? How it will shape up the world of tomorrow?
Yeah.
The
There are two things. One is we have already established that we are living in a creative, we are living in a experiential economy. We moved from product to experiential economy. Now everybody wants a different experience when they take holidays. They just don't want to go and visit places, right? So you can see widely reflection of my what I'm saying, experiential economy. And that is how actually Apple also leveraged that. This was brought out by two guys, um, um, Joseph Pine and James Gilmore. James Gilmore and Joseph Pine, they came up with this concept of experiential economy, but Apple adopted it as an experience rather than thing, and things like this. And there are a lot of strategies now which are also developing to connect this, right? So because we are living in experiential economy, to offer an experiential economy, the time has already spaced it out. The time has brought forward lot of things to reflect that. How? Through AI. Through AI, people are able to create the experiences, personalization, customization, all this much quicker and easier than before. So one part of it is done. There is another part that is to only scale in terms of systems, not in. So your experiences are getting better through systems, that is the AI. So your experiences cannot thrive, cannot be fully relished, be joyful only with systems, because experience is more human based, humanistic. When it is humanistic based, like people like me, now coming out and giving this to all the people, then all these people are going to get equipped and become uh, have that understanding. They can employ the humanistic part, because it doesn't become a cycle with only guy not seeing anybody in reception. He goes and punches the card. He gets a vending machine, gives him a card, goes to the room, stays in the room, and then he has a shower, does things, and then he goes back. He is not seen one human soul. Is human soul going to be nourished? Let's speak as humans. No. But another human soul is needed to lift the human soul. And that is where my program is going to help all these establishments who are in service to bring leaders, to make their staff as leaders who can execute that going. So to answer your question, the experiences, if they come together hand in hand with AI plus this, whatever I'm giving, it's going to take them to the other level, to the more, it is going to elevate. And to elevate, you need to know how you need to make this to work. In cooking, the most important thing is balancing the ingredients. This so much, this so much, this so much. Likewise, you need to balance the ingredients, right? That's the success formula of cooking, of anything. In anything, you need to get it right. You need to balance. In chemistry, in physics, everything is about balance. The balancing act in this now experiential economy, if you need to do, just because you have AI, you can't be on the top of the game, because it is humans who are interacting. Understand the humans. To be humane, you have to have the leaders who play on the top of the game. Now the establishments and organizations have more money because they have scaled up a lot of their operations by using AI, by using the systems. Now you have more money. Spend that money in making your people quality people, in paying them, in making their life joyful. When you make their life joyful, they are going to give results which is going to make your establishment joyful. And people like me who is out there, use them to bridge this gap, and get it going. It's simple. So it's going to be joyful place to be if they can adopt this and use this wisdom, use this intelligence to put it together and get it going.
Incredible. Incredible. And thank you so very much for these gems you just shared with all of us. I personally got so much out of it. So many insights, so many incredible visions that now have been shaped in my head. And I can see the immense potential for each individual life, for each individual person who is courageous and brave enough to say, yes, I'm fully committed to my better version of myself. And not just that, it's a commitment to shape an incredible world for all of us, the
Yes,
world that
absolutely.
we all want to see happening. And we are actually, it's happening in our own individual doing.
Yes.
And I can see yourself as a leader in this movement. And thank you so very much, Prem, for your time and for your wisdom and for your valuable recommendations and sharing with what you've got to share with us.
Ella, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's a joy to see you every time I see you. And I really appreciate you making this time to be here to get this going and to learn. I have learned a lot of things from you too. So thank you for this opportunity, Ella, creating this opportunity to happen.
Yeah, my pleasure. And let's say it's for the goodness of everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of good people out there.
Yeah, I know it's been a blessing. It's been a
Yeah,
blessing. Thank you so much, Prem. And well, I don't say goodbye just yet. We may continue this conversation once you launch your program, and we can touch base then and see in the real life expansion how it all works out for the real people. Really looking forward to it.
absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Have a
Thank you
good
so much.
day. Thank you, Ella. Bye.
You too. You too. Thank you. God bless. Bye bye.